What's going on, everybody? I hope you're having a good day. Today we're going over Stim by Nemesis Nutrition. Is it good? Let's find out. So we're going to be going over Stim by Nemesis Nutrition. Now, I just got to say, this is a new company. They have really started to start out with a banger. First of all, they gave me, each order comes in a unique box like this. Unique box. Defend your nemesis. Oh, wait, it says defeat your nemesis. Not defend. Defeat. I was about to say name myself, but it's defeat your nemesis, guys. Yeah, it comes in a cool-ass box. I'm actually going to keep this box because this is memories right here, guys. This is memories! But yeah, I also got, when I ordered this, I also sent me a, look at this sweet-ass poster, guys. There was actually two different posters, one with a freaking skull, and then another one, and then with that one. He gave me that one, which was nice. I like it. I thought it would be customary with the background. He did a really good job when it comes to that. The design. He went out all with marketing. That guy, the owner went out all with marketing. Name's Christian. Good guy, by the way. This freaking kid is huge. This kid's huge. He's a giant 7-year-old. Giant, guys. But anyways, yeah, this is Stim by Nemesis Nutrition, and it's a relatively new company. They just came out with this about a month ago, so it's still a relatively new product. And he's coming out with a pump formula, hopefully in the future. That would be great. If he comes out with a pump formula, that would be freaking awesome, guys. He also sells some cool-ass shirts. My other shirt's in the washer, so I did this one. I think this fits appropriate. American Psycho Pop. This comes in two different flavors, Psycho Pop and cherry. I did have both of them. I actually like the cherry one a little bit better than the Rocket Pop, but they're both pretty good, pretty solid flavors. I thought they were both really good flavors. But yeah, since we got Mr. Stim out of the way and some background on this new company, let's get into the label. So I have to say, this label is a lot of ingredients, but that's all right though, because every single one of these ingredients shines in their own way. So let's go through this stuff. One scoop is about 19.5 grams, so basically about 20 grams, and you get 20 servings per container. So in the container, you get 8,000 milligrams of citrulline, and that is a nice dose. That's really recommended dose. He did a good job on it. Don't need to stack any more citrulline on top of this. And then they give you beta-alanine at 4,000 milligrams. That is the tingles, guys. That's going to get you nice and tingled up. And then they give you L-tyrosine at 2,000 milligrams. It's nice. And they give you alpha-GPC at 50%, 600 milligrams. That's a nice nootropic, guys. I like alpha-GPC. Then they give you chlorine biitrate at 500 milligrams. They give you DMAE at 350 milligrams. Then caffeine and hydrous at 350 milligrams. And then they give you Araya. That good, nice mood-lifting Araya at 250 milligrams. Then they give you theobromide at 200 milligrams. And then they give you a trademark ingredient, Infinity dicaffeine malate at 100 milligrams. And then they give you, this is a nice one that they did, is that khorne at 50 milligrams. That's going to burn some fat, guys. It's going to burn some fat. Then they give you synephrine at 50 milligrams. That is a nice. And then they give you estrogen at another 50 milligrams. And then they give you isopropyl norepinephrine at 30 milligrams. And then they give you Nupept. That's one of my favorite nootropics, guys, at 30 milligrams. One of my favorites. Then they give you huperzine at 20 milligrams and biopurine at 10 milligrams. Now, that's something you don't see every day in these pre-workouts. Estrogen and biopurine. It's usually just one or the other. But I think it's the first pre-workout I ever seen with both absorption ingredients. That's crazy. So you're going to get nice absorption out of this product. And then they give you some, sucralose, and yeah, they also got a nice label there with all their Instagrams and TikTok and Facebook. I didn't even know they had a TikTok, but yeah, I don't use TikTok. But anyways, yeah, that goes for the label, guys. Let's go on to the review. What's going on, everybody? I guess I gotta say this, Nemesis Nutrition really makes you talk. Very good talker. I like it. I like it a lot. Like it a lot. All right, guys. So now that we're got the label due, how is it and how is it go? So I'm just gonna let you know, I ran this thing about 4 times, but we're only gonna count 3. Why only 3? Well, the reason why is because I took this and one day it just didn't affect me. But that's because I think I ate right before I trained because it was a rushing day. So I don't even count that workout. I just got some, yeah, but like, I will say this. When it comes to the betas, this stuff does not disappoint whatsoever. This stuff does not disappoint at all. You're going to get a nice betas for a good majority of your workouts. I would say the betas last about 30 to 40 minutes. And when I took it, I was actually really shocked because the beta started like 7 to 10 minutes after I first ingested the drink, which has to be one of the fastest betas I ever had. That's a rarity that it does that to me. I had a blast when it came to that. I had a freaking blast, guys. This stuff is, ooh. When it comes as a Stim junkie daily, there's not too much. I don't think you can get much better than this when it comes to a Stim junkie daily. Because the owner is actually, oh my gosh, he's a freaking beast. He's a beast. Christian here, he's a beast. So, yeah, I gotta say, he did a freaking wonderful job on the formula. I think he's a Stim junkie himself. He may not say it, but we know he's a Stim junkie. He's a Stim junkie, guys. But, okay, enough of that. So, how was it? So, so after the betas, the mood lifter, this one was kind of wild to me because not even like 10, 15 minutes after I ingested the drink, it comes for a little bit, like you get like a nice little dopamine hit and it starts to be really good. Like it's just like you get dialed in, but like that goes away quickly, but then it's replaced by something else with that. So, yeah, we're just going to ignore that right there. So we'll do it another time. But yeah, no, it just comes in after about 20 minutes. Get some caffeine energy. Get some energy into you. So it's a little bit of caffeine comes in. That little bit of new pep starts to come in and gets dialed in. The alpha GPC also starts to come in around the 25-minute mark. This thing, I would say, fully hits around the 30 to the 35-minute mark after you ingest the drink. So your heart rate's going to start to go up, which is nice. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be with this label. But like the heart rate does go up. My heart rate started going up to around 140, 150 on heavy lifting weights. So it started to go up there. And then, then you start to get the Raya. Raya hits early, but then the Raya really starts to get in there. And you get to start that tunnel vision. The tunnel vision. And usually isophenephrine, that actually makes me into a really negative mood, but all these other ingredients kind of counteracts that. I think I might have a bad reaction. I've had some bad experience with isophenephrine, but like this one, I didn't get any bad feelings at all whatsoever. This gives you good vibes. This is a good vibe type of pre. And what I like about this is there's absolutely no yohimbine or alpha yo in this because all the other ingredients shine where you do not need alpha yo or yohimbine. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like my alpha yo and I like my yohimbine. But sometimes it just is a little bit too much sometimes. You could actually probably pack one of these alpha yo pills on top of this and it'd probably be a really wonderful alpha yo experience, guys. But yeah, that's enough of that. Weightlifting, I got some really, really good pumps off of this one. Really pumps. Almost as good as Maniaco. And if you ever saw one of my own Maniaco videos, I think that's one of the kings of the pumps. One of the kings. Not the Maniaco pump, just the Maniaco product by Dark Labs. But yeah, no, this shines. I mean, there's not too much. I can't really say anything negative about this. And the crash, I didn't really get a crash on this, so no crash. I mean, everything just kind of levels out after about 3 to 4 hours. So you're back to normal after about 4 hours. But yeah, no, this is just a really good pre. When it comes to cardio, a little bit mixture between this one. I give it about a 5 when it comes to cardio, but this thing is not meant for cardio. It's meant for lifting heavy weights and getting your ass in the gym and getting dialed in, because that's what we do. We get dialed in and we get to the gym, we get to pump the weights, and then we go home and we rest and recover so we can get bigger. That's what we want, to get bigger. But yeah, just really overall good. Yeah. So for weights, I give this around an 8. For cardio, I give it a 4.5, a 5. It's okay. Not too bad. But like, yeah. Psycho Stim by Nemesis Nutrition, guys. Really starts to get the dialed in. Good mood lifter. Positive outlook. Nice. Just dopamine. Dopamine, guys. But yeah, no, this is really good product overall. In fact, if you actually want to purchase, I'll use the link below. And just purchase it. Yeah, this might be one of the better top 5 dailies of 2025. Could be in that category. Overall, I'd say you could take this as a Stim junkie. You could probably take this roughly every single day. For a beginner, I'd recommend taking this, starting at a half scoop, obviously, and working your way up to every other day, because this stuff can be powerful. But for those Stim junkies out there, this is nothing to be scared of. You can take this every single day if you wanted to. And I don't see anything wrong with taking this every single day. Not one whatsoever. Yeah. But yeah. Use my code below if you want to purchase this. Anyways, guys, I am out. That's Psycho Stim by Nemesis Nutrition. All right. Peace, guys.